Alright, I don't know what the hell happened here, but I didn't put my VPN on. That's what happened. So we're gonna have to build it up back again. It's alright, that's what it is. It is what it is. Sorry about that. You see, it's information and I forgot to put my VPN system on. And that's what happened. Now it's working. Sorry about that. Share the video again. I apologize on that one. This is what these bastards are doing. I forgot to put the VPN on. That's what happened. But now we're gonna sort them out. We'll sort them out. We already put my plug. I know they give me a good one this time because I didn't put my VPN on. Alright? But this time it's a lot of information. A lot of information. We're gonna back it up and we're gonna make it happen. Alright? Alright, give me another 10 seconds and then after that we'll dive straight into it. Right? That's what they tried. Because they know the information I have is gonna rock them. Right? Rock the roots of these evil, corrupted bastards. Okay? Money's being stolen left, right, and center out of Trinidad and Tobago. It is so bad. It's so bad. If you laugh, you cry. That's how bad it is. And the problem is, people don't know what the deal is going on. Money has been stolen from us, left, right, and center, everywhere they can. Petrotrin is one that we know about now because now you're able to light them up, and more stuff is coming down the pipeline with respect to Petrotrin, right? It ain't finished yet. It ain't finished yet. It's more to come. More to come. So I'm gonna talk just briefly about Petrotrin, and then there's a new thing that just came out here, and I want to share with you all a new set of corruption that's going on right now in Trinidad and Tobago. And that's why I said 6.5 billion US dollars is taken from our country, stolen from our country every year. And both governments, they know about it and they did nothing about it. And you have to follow this and follow the money and follow exactly what I'm saying so you have an idea. 6.5 billion US dollars are stolen from our country. And under one set of transactions. And once you start to understand what the transactions are, that's what happened. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. Alright? So, one last part on the Petrotrin is that, good night, Missy. One part of the Petrotrin is this. They should file not only an injunction in industrial court, they need to file an injunction in high court. Because there's a lot of misbehavior in public office right now going on. Right now, a lot of crap going on. Besides that, the MOU and party union agreement, they violated. So you don't need to go after them in high court. Not just there alone. There's a lot of issues going on. The permanent secretary, they are complicit in all this. She needs to be jailed. She needs to be jailed. A lot of the board members in there need to be jailed. Because not only is Petrotrin is part of the deal, but also NGC, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on with NGC also. But let's deal with Petrotrin. So now, $1 billion was spent to refurbish the Southwest Soldado field. That's what we have. That's where we have the better crude on the Southwest Soldado field. Now, $1 billion of our money was spent, and what happened was that, explain it, we'll get to him. What happened was that everything is ready. All you need is flow lines. Thank you, Tony Bidassi. All you need is flow lines and flow lines in order to bring everything, to get everything ready to go. And what they did, and a mobile product facility, and there's one at Labitco. That's all we need to make it happening, to make everything happen, and then we can start making serious money from that Southwest Soldado field. So these bastards is deliberately destroying our country by not funding it and leaving it fallow and cut the wells and get it ready to go so that when the private people come in, they'll make all the money. This is about to happen right now. We're about to be raped 3 and 4 and 5 times over. That's what happened. So now, here's the whole deal now. Right now we're at 43,000 barrels per day. When they come in, they're gonna bump the yield up to 60,000 barrels a day and say, you know what? You all should be happy now. We got rid of Petrotrin because look how much more money we're making. That's what the bastards are doing. Also, what you guys don't know is this. Listen well. Our oil fields, some of the oil fields are joined Venezuela and are joined Guyana, right? Do you know that for Trinidad and Tobago, we are limited in drilling down no more than 17,500 feet? We can't go no more than 17,500 feet. Venezuela can, Guyana can, but we can't go down to 17,500 feet. They block us from going past 17,500 feet. And if you go past 17,500 feet, that is where the real oil is. But they refuse to do it, and that was deliberate. That is deliberate because they don't want us to go to drill past 17,500 feet to get more volume. They don't want that. So this is what the bastards have been doing. So what they've been doing, they deliberately stop us from exploring our field properly because they do not want us to go down past 17,500 feet. Right? Because if you go past that, then we get the full volume coming up and we get more revenue. But this is what the petroleum board and these bastards at the government, this is what they have negotiated and this is what they have done. Because they want to pauperize all of us. All of us going to be pauperized. I'm telling what the real deal is. What's actually going on. Right? Our government is doing it. That's what they're doing. Our government is the one who's doing it. So we are capped at 17,500 feet. And all the seismic survey says you have to go past that for us to get into that pool. And they refuse to have us going past that to go into that pool. This is kind of bullshit going on. Right? Because they want their financiers and the other people come in and bump up the yield on those fields and then show you all and say, come election time, look, we did the right thing. Look where the yields are. This is what these bastards have been doing to us. Lies, and stealing our money. Right? Lies, and stealing our money. That's why they want to get to the refinery. All the reports are like I told in the last live. Everything is going to $100 a barrel. Why would they get rid of a freaking refinery and everything is going to $100 a barrel? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? This is the problem we have. They have an idea because what they're gonna do, they're gonna take that refinery, move it somewhere else, so they'll get rid of the union, right? So now what happened? The union, the new name for the union is not OWTU, is NUPS, National Union of Poor Slaves. That's what they want. That's what they do. They're gutting you, right, from inside, right? This is what the bastards have been doing. So what's happening is that the union, so they want to get to the union, take the refinery, put it on a private enterprise, and also, if they move it, at least you have Nikon Energy that took our money. Nikon Energy, they took our taxpayers' money to fund Nikon Energy, and Nikon Energy is private enterprise, to fund a private enterprise, and then they will be the new petrol train refinery. That's what the bastards are doing. It's a lot of lies. It's a lot of lies. You only need to share this video now because this other part, you got to understand this other part. Right? The Lord Manatee Field, they're hiding it because of the fact that Shell is involved. Shell lines are involved with the Lord Manatee Field. And they cannot have the US government see that the Shell oil is carrying the lines. Or Shell will be fined. That's what the deal is. So that's what they're hiding everything for. That's what they're hiding it for. This is what happened. And the OWTL, all the PNM lawyers decided to defend them. Right? Bullshit. A lot of bullshit going on inside there. Right? To defend them. Imagine that. Imagine that. This is what they're doing. It's a lot of stuff is going on left, right, and they're stealing money from us. But this one is bad. This one is bad. So you're talking about Petrotrin? Yes, Petrotrin is really, really bad. Because right now, they're expecting a load of refined products on October 17th, which is about a week from here. Who the hell got that contract? And how come we didn't know anything about a contract to bring refined products into Trinidad on October 17th? First shipment of refined products. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about. How they have all colluded in screwing us over. Well, that's what they did. October 17th. Do you see a contract, a bid put out for that? How would you? This is the first time we get a shipment of refined products coming in anticipation of Petrotrin shutting down. Who is the company that's bringing it in? What's the name of the marine company? Go dig that up. You'll find out what the real deal is. I realize how much money they've been stealing from you. Left, right. That's what they've been stealing. That's one. That's one thing, right? The other one is I got a reply from the SEC. They acknowledge they received my stuff. So now the investigation is on. The investigation is on. That's what it is. Everyone, just share the live, please, because the next thing I'm going to show you guys, I ain't going to keep you all too long tonight because I just gave him another long meeting and everything like that. But this is important. This is important for everybody to understand. Please share the live because I want everybody to understand this. I don't want to share from my phone because if I do, it might cut off or it might plan something else and everything like that. I'm not taking a chance. But my VPN is working right now. But still, that's what it is. So this is what they've been stealing money from us. Left, right, and center. And now not only the oil fields, but in the gas fields, they're stealing the money. The gas fields, they're stealing the money right now. And I'm going to show you how money is being stolen. I'm going to, give me a minute. I'll play a little, foolish music. I'll play a little music, whatever it is. I'll play more of going back to basics with Aaron Duncan because they want us to go back to basics with Aaron, go back to basics. And that's what this song is about. Going back to basics. That's what happened, right? Every single one on board need to be fired. Every single one of them. One after the next. Imagine 2 members of the board and 3 members of the board who was involved in the World GTL scandal. You bought their ass back. You bought their ass back now to make sure, you know what, this time Petrotrin will be a done deal. That's what you did, right? Malcolm Jones, right? Instead of them persecuting him, what Al-Wari did, he said, forget about it. Here's $3 million for your time. Let me give that to you, right? And Stuart Young was Malcolm Jones' lawyer. And after Malcolm, they dismissed this case against Malcolm Jones, the $1 billion case, $2-3 billion case, right? Stuart Young became a minister in the Ministry of Attorney General. Go figure all the corruption going on inside here. This is bullshit we're going to deal with, right? And I'm telling you again, the PNM are standing on the backs of black people to enslave them for their financiers who call them Chief Overseer Rowley and the black people, and they call them Abid and call them slaves. That's Arabic for slaves. That's what he's doing. And he don't care because he don't care about his own, don't care about nobody. If you're black and brown, right, stay down. That's what it is for him. He don't give a crap. And he's in charge now, talking all kind of bullshit to fool people. And what he's doing? Stealing resources that belongs to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Stealing resources. All right, I'm gonna play the music and then I get started. 10 seconds. Let me get this thing together. Less than 10 seconds. I know you're all gonna hear the real bullshit, the real shit going on right now. The real shit. Right. 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 Okay, I'm about ready. Yeah, so this is what the bastard's been doing, and it's a lot of stuff been going on. And when everybody come and tell me, especially PNM members telling me, oh, you know what, PNM is for black people, I don't want to hear none of bullshit. I don't want to hear none whatsoever. The same PNM, right, is the one government, Eric Williams, the one who banned Stokely Carmichael, a Trinidad and Tobago citizen, from coming back to Trinidad and Tobago. He's the only person that's ever been banned from coming back, a citizen banned from coming back from their own country, all because he supported Black Power movement in the United States. And Eric Williams, what Eric Williams did, he banned him, right? I talk about Black Party, my ass. I don't want none of that, right? Let me keep that crap by itself. Anyhow, let me start to show you some stuff going on here. Hold on. I need a coffee. Okay. Let me see if I can change this thing around. Alright, this is me. Okay, so there's a national gas company. And the national gas company sells our natural gas, right? So we have what's called upstream and we have downstream. So we have upstream, we have upstream part of the natural gas transaction, which is like the exploration, getting the gas and everything like that, and you have the downstream. Now, when we sell our natural gas goes by a pricing model, and it's called a Henry Hub, right? We use Henry Hub. Henry Hub is nothing more than a place where all the pipelines come together in the southern United States. There are over 20 different hubs, but we use Henry Hub as our guideline for marketing, to determine our prices, international prices for natural gas. There's Transco, there's SoCal, there's Panhandle, Texas, Oklahoma, there's a whole bunch. Anyhow, so what happens is that BG, let's say BGTT, wants to sell our gas on the international market to their parent company, BGUS. BGUS, let's say the market rate is $1. It's $1 is a market rate per cubic feet. What happens is that because they are BGTT is a subsidiary of BGUS, what they'll do, they'll under-invoice the under-invoiced invoices going from BGTT to BGUS. So instead of it being $1 at the going market rate, it's at 50 cents instead. So now, when we give our taxes or we charge them our taxes, it's based on the invoice of what they sell on the open market, right, to the parent company. Now what happened is that instead of selling them at $1, it's sold at 50 cents. That's where it begins. Let me put my phone down. Let me get the second part of it, and then I'll show you what the real deal is. Hold on. Can this hold? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Can you still see? Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So here's the deal now. You have. So in 2014, this company, Potent Partners, with this guy, what's his name? I'll give his name right now. Tony Paul, had set up, the government came in and asked them to do an evaluation of a gas master plan. And I got it from Dr. Kurt Megu studio. Anyhow, so what they did, they looked at everything in detail. And I'll explain to you what's going on here. So what they did, they looked at everything in detail from 2011 to 2017. So the idea is that these LNG companies, like I told you before, they like to underreport a lot of stuff. So upstream, the taxes, we charge them 50% tax for any natural gas they find, plus a 5% unemployment levy. Downstream, right, that means after the gas is processed and we sell it out to the open market, we charge them a tax of 35%. Now, of course it's cheaper to pay the lesser tax of 35% than 50 plus 5 is 55%. So a lot of them do a little finagling and they shift everything to the downstream. But that's not the issue. That's another part by itself. Here's what happened. How it's supposed to work. So what happened is that the government found out, the government in 1974 knew, because we had Shell and Tesoro and all these other companies, right? What they were doing the same underreporting bullcrap. So what the government did, there was a law in 1974, I think it was Schedule 2. And the law was, you have to create, what they did, they create a petroleum pricing committee. And the petroleum pricing committee comprised of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Finance, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Energy, and the Permanent Secretary of the National Insurance Board. Now, keep that in mind. How it's supposed to work now is that when they get our LNG, while it's on the ship and it's about to go to the United States, wherever it is, we take a sample of that LNG. We carry it to Kariri, and Kariri is supposed to have a lab that's going to test the BTU content, going to see how much impurities it is, how much BTUs or heat content it has, potential heat content it has, moisture, condensate, you know, the whole works, right? And impurities. Then they're going to they're going to look at samples on the international market, and based on that, they get a price. we get a price on how much our natural gas is supposed to be sold. And that's to avoid BGTT and BGUS from under invoicing BGUS and steal, and so you won't get the right taxes. What has happened is that we have not have a petroleum pricing committee at all. And what they calculated was between 2011 and 2017, on average, we have our oil companies had steal $6.5 billion a year from us, since 2011. 2011, they have stolen $6.5 billion a year from us every freaking year. And all because of because our government refused to have the petroleum pricing committee in effect. So deliberately, they are allowing them to steal our money. That's what they're doing. So now, as part of it now, as part of the tax regime, there's a 6-year statute of limitations. So we can't go back to 2011 or anything like that. Or 2012. So we lost on that. All we have left before the end of the year is 2013, $6.5 billion they owe us, and that's US dollars, by the way, $6.5 billion US dollars, and 2014, another $6.5 billion US they owe us. And the government refused to put in this petroleum pricing committee as per the law, and the law was set in 1974. So now what's happening? They've allowed the gas company to literally rape us because we're not getting the taxation. Can you imagine what $6.5 billion US dollars a year additional to our treasury is going to cost us? And all because the Kamala government and Rowley government refuse to put in the petroleum pricing committee and work it Kariri. That's what they're doing. So our money is being stolen every friggin' day. Because the gas company have a free reign to do what the hell they want. That's what the deal is. $6.5 billion US dollars a day is being stolen, and they're doing nothing about it because they feel it's all right. The other part is, and this is why we have a bunch of stupid people in government. The Henry Hub can only handle maximum 1.8 billion cubic feet of gas per day. Our system in Trinidad and Tobago, what we have, our natural gas train system that we have in Trinidad and Tobago can handle 4.2 billion, right, cubic feet per day. So if there's a Henry Hub that can only handle 1.8 cubic feet, and we can handle twice that amount, why is it that we didn't create our own hub and create our own international benchmark? Because if we are twice as big as they are, why are we using them? Why we can create our own hub? Because we are twice as big in terms of capacity. But you know what the bastards have been doing? What they're doing is that they're stealing the money and they don't care. Because if we created our own hub, let's call it the Trinbago hub. The Trinbago hub. And by right, it is a hub. Because we have twice the capacity than the Henry hub. We always quote on international rates. That means we set the rates. We set our market rates for everybody and everything like that, right? $13 billion stolen from us. Yep, right? It's more than that, but that's all we can recover right now. Right now, before the 6-year statute of limitations go, right? So by the end of 2018, 2013, bye-bye $6.5 billion. We have 2019, we have 2014 to deal with. This is the deal, what they have been doing to us. Stealing money. And at the same time, stealing the money, and because of their own stupid fear, or maybe they're just passing money to the gas companies, they refuse for us to create our own hub, called the Trinbago hub, right? And we're twice as big as the Henry hub. This is what the deal is. And you trying to tell me you have smart people running on natural gas? No, not they're giving it away for free. Because they know that Trinidad and Tobago is a free country. Anything goes. $6.5 billion US dollars. That's why they're stealing from us, an average a year. It's probably more than that because they compute it based on an average. but it's much more than that, right? All because our government are lazy bastards, and instead of putting the petroleum pricing committee and put them in there, and every 2 months we get the samples from Kariri and everything like they're supposed to, and then look at the market and look at what those samples based on the percentage of BT or how much heat inside of the natural gas that's usable on the international market, and then set the pricing. What it is, they're relying on they're relying on LNG. I'm sorry, they're relying on the company. Go live with Lance James. Invite? Okay, I'll invite you if you want to. I don't know what you want to say, but let's find out. Right? Right? I'll add him. This is what these bastards have been doing. Right? Would you believe this shit? Right? We're losing money, and the government is allowing them to lose money. Yet, they're shutting down petrol train. They're shutting down petrol train. Petrol train is being shut down. Right? Because they say without the money. Here's the money. Go after the money. It's our money. Every natural gas CFH belongs to us. Belongs to us. Right? So you have to understand our government is the one who's holding the rain back on us. I'm going to stop right there. I won't stop. Let me flip over the camera. If I can. Right? So what happened now, our government is the one holding us back. And you want to put these bastards in? After they did that, is it still frozen? Is it still frozen? Is the video still frozen? Can you all see me now? Yeah, I know this is about to happen. Is it still frozen now? Let me know. Alright. That's the deal I want to show you all. Can you all still hear me and everything like that? You can hear me now? Alright, okay, good. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna up it up a little bit. This is what they're doing. This is what the bastards have been doing. So what they did, they let the gas company come in and say, you know what, it's all yours. Trying to make us open, do whatever the hell you want. Right? And by law, they're supposed to put that petroleum pricing committee in to come and make sure and keep this gas company honest. And they're not doing it. They're not doing it because they don't care. Do you know what 6.5 billion US dollars can do to our economy? Can you imagine 6.5 billion US dollars? That works out to what? 6 is at 36. Oh, that's about 40. That's 40 billion Trinidad and Tobago dollars. Do you know what it can do for us? A lot. Every year, every flipping year, and what it is that the government refused to do it, and it's part of our law. It's in our law. It's in our law. So my thing is, come in, but what the hell you guys up to? Maybe you guys are not the government. You guys are the shadow government, not the real government, but the shadow government. Because everybody telling you to do what to do and what not to do and everything like that, but they're doing nothing for the country, nothing for the country. That's what it is. They're doing nothing for the country. They don't care. They don't care. That's what's happening. So you have to understand these things. It's more and more digging. We start to find more and more stuff going on. You have to understand is that two-prong effect what they're doing to us. Is that two-prong effect. So what they're doing, they're stealing the money from on one side. When they get distracted on one side, they're stealing money on the other side. And that's what happened. And that is why you have to wait for tax to go to work. That's why the roads are bad. We can't get this, we can't get that, and everything like that, because they're standing on the backs of these same PM supporters who don't understand that, and the UNC supporters too, that the government have been using us and screwing us every single time. And that money belongs to you. That money belongs to you. That money, that's your money. That's not their money, that's your money. And that's why when you see what Rowell and them is doing, and they see how they behave, and they see why Rowell have to get somebody like Emily Last to come in and handle the telecommunications and utilities and all that bullshit and everything like that. It's a lot of games. That's why they don't care. They do not care. They will sell everything up the river for us. Everything. Who cares? Try the biggest open season, man. Look, man, look, you want to make some money? Here. Give me a little money on the side there and stuff like that. And it's all yours. Right? Right? Don't care that barrel of oil belongs to you. So you can imagine if $6.5 billion have been stolen from us every flipping year, what's the kickback? What the kickback is gonna? What the kickback is? What the kickback is? And they're not enforcing the law. And if that's the case, where the permanent secretary or the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Energy, and the National Insurance Board, and they're not coming together and doing this, then that's misbehavior in public office, and they need to be criminally charged, and nobody's doing nothing about it. Right? $6.5 billion. That got me so mad. I couldn't think straight. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I got to wait for the SEC, but there's more to come. I have to supply more information. If you have more information, please give it to me so I can supply to them and everything like that. And also this one now, I may have to go around and dig deeper, and I have to do this, and I have to check out the SEC. But then again, it may not be their issue, but it could be their issue too. It's our issue, because we had put these measures in place to prevent them from stealing our natural gas and underreporting the natural gas. So it's our issue too. We're supposed to stop them from doing that, but we didn't. This is our fault. It's our fault too, and let's deal with it. It's our fault. So this is, and then secondly, with the market hub of creating a hub, we need to do that too. We need to do that too, right? Have a Trinbago hub and school whatever, Henry hub and whatever the ass it is. Who the hell care about that? We create our own hub. That's what we do. That's what we need to do, right? So we have to stand strong, and that is why I say, if you put us into office, all this shit is gonna stop. I don't want no money. I don't care about. I don't want to steal anybody's money. It's bad karma, because what goes around comes around. I don't care what I want to offer. I don't care. I just want to go after all these bastards and put them in jail. And I want to put a stop to this bullshit. I want to stop to this bullshit. Put a stop to this bullshit. It's a lot of, right? Because money's going up, and people getting robbed. People getting murdered every single day. There's no money for this. There's no money for social services. There's no money for nothing and everything like that. And they're benefiting the oil company, and the oil company making all that money, right? Right, keeping everybody rich, right? And all because you have a government that's unsure about themselves, but yet they could go to Parliament and make joke about penis and all kind of stupidness and all them kind of foolishness, right? Because they're like toddlers. So this is what we have. We have representatives who are toddlers, and we in the Progressive Empowerment Party, we are dead serious about everything we do. Nobody ain't touching a dime of the people's money, and I'm making sure of that too. And I'm playing around with that. So we're gonna push them and push them hard. You need to go right to your constituent, whoever he is, representative, and tell them, start enacting this. We have until the end of 2018. After 2013, $6.5 billion US dollars, you ain't gonna get it anymore, because the 6-year statute of limitations come into play. That's all I gotta say tonight. There's more, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a break from all this live for a little while and everything like that, till I get all information lined up and send across to the SEC, and I see what it goes. In the meantime, for you folks, you guys gotta handle it. Gotta write your constituents and spread the message. Spread it. Let everybody know what the hell is going on. Right? We are a nation of sheep asleep, and it's time for us to stop being sheep and being wolves and ignore this and ignore these fools. Right? It's your heritage. It's your birthright. Right? You didn't decide to born here in Trinidad and Tobago, but you're born. But you're born here now, and that's part of your heritage. The natural gas belongs to you. The oil belongs to you, and you have every right to know what it is, right? Exactly what it is. So it's your right as a citizen, because that right is supposed to transfer to your children and your grandchildren and everything like that. And what kind of future you're gonna have when you have your young, beautiful daughter or your young, handsome son, and he's growing up and he won't have a future, and because of these bastards stealing the money, he doesn't have a future. All he could do is he be a security guard, or your daughter have to work in a bar, right, and sell drinks to guys and everything. How you feel about that, right? Well, in the meantime, she could have had a good career and everything doing microbiology he have a good career doing robotics, right? $6.5 billion with only $1 billion US. I can take that money and I can bring in 50 companies into Trinidad and Tobago. And we own shares in those 50 companies, new and emerging companies in robotics, in automation, right? Also in blockchain technology, in fintech technology. We can bring them inside of here, and agro processing, bring all these major companies, and we own half these companies and bring the assets there and bring it and do a technology transfer and then come in here and export the money out, because you know why? Because the Caribbean Basin Initiative is still there. So we still have preferential markets back into the US more than anybody else. With $1 billion, we could take that and turn it around and make $300 billion. That's how we have to think. But of course, they don't want to think like that because they want to keep you enslaved and keep you stupid. That's all I gotta say for now. Like I said, I'll take it from there. I'm gonna take a break from all this because I have things to do behind the scenes. Anyhow, you guys enjoy who you are, love yourself. There's only one of you. Just remember that there's only one of you and nothing more than that. And be good to yourself. And please just do me a favor. Let everybody know what the deal is. Spread it out. Spread it out. They try to block me. I didn't put my VPN. That's what happened. Now I put it on. No, they can't block me now. So that's what it is, right? You go work out the maths and you'll see exactly how much money, that's your money, have been stolen from you. That your son and your daughter and your grandmother and your mother and everybody else couldn't get and couldn't live decent. Instead, they have to live the way how you live, because all they want to do is to keep their finances rich, because they want to keep them light and pale and happy and make them make money 5 generations down the line, while you struggling to even make $1 for tomorrow. We leave it like that. Be good to yourself, love yourself, and don't matter what anybody say about you. Tell them, get a ticket, wait in line. There are 10 others ahead of you. All right? Keep on trucking. All right. Love you all. Bye.